an anime connoisseur, then you've likely come across the term yandere in shows or video games. But what is a yandere, and why did they become so popular at a certain point? To start off, let's define yandere. A yandere is usually defined as someone who forms an obsessive, intense crush on someone, which can result in them resorting to some drastic actions like stalking the person or eventually violence if needed, right? The word yandere is derived from the Japanese word yamu, which means sick or insane, and deredere, which means affectionate. I was kind of curious who the first written yandere was in a manga or an anime, and I came across the most solid answer that I could based off reading multiple Reddit threads and going through the internet as far as I could. And even the basic, if you just type it on Google, the first image and answer that pops up is Yukako Yamagishi from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from an issue that was written in 1992. And well, she's a hot-tempered person who has an obsession with Koichi Hirose and originally tries to kidnap him and tries to brainwash him into falling in love. Anyway, moving on. A crazier version of a yandere is yangire. A yangire is basically the same as a yandere, except the gire term stems from the word kireru, which means to snap. A yangire just snaps and doesn't necessarily have to have a crush on the main protagonist of a show or a game to snap at them, right? So there is no romantic attachment. They're just plain crazy psychos. Some popular examples of yandere that some of you might have come across in anime is Misa from Death Note is usually cited as one. Of course, Yuno is the most popular from Mirai Nikki, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, and personally for me, the only male one that I can think of at the top of my head is Kanato from Diabolic Lovers. Except Kanato might just straight up be a yangire because he's straight up crazy and he got mommy issues, bro. What's the appeal? Thinking back to it, everyone around me seemed to love Yuno. She was one of the biggest reasons why people watched Mirai Nikki and absolutely loved it. But why do people love yanderes? So I thought I'd try and search the internet for answers and look at any articles written to try and understand the appeal. And most of the information that I found was people's personal thoughts as to why they thought they were popular. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to throw at you why I think yanderes are somewhat popular or appealing to people. So, first one, shock value or entertainment. I think around the time when Yuno was introduced, when Mirai Nikki came out, that's when the dere type trope was really popular in anime, kudere, tsundere, all that. And I think that the yandere stood out more than the rest because there's this crazy chick who's obsessed with the main character, and she's just out here guns blazing, ready to take your head off if you dare insult him or even talk trash at all or even look at him dirty, right? And that was absolutely entertaining to watch. It was just her being crazy in love with this dude who seems so freaking scared, attracted to crazies. I will admit, while researching as to why people like yandere, it came across a lot of forums on Reddit and Quora, is that what it's called? And bro, some people are really out here looking for that serial killer type of wifey.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
3. Yandere Simulator. Based off the posts on Reddit and Quora, it's pretty obvious that a lot of people liked them because of the crazies, or some people are just into that weird, killer psycho type, or, they all have their own reasons. But another thing that I saw pop up a lot was because of a particular game that was out called Yandere Simulator. Yandere Simulator was popularized by Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and a YouTuber that I absolutely love to watch, Jay from Cub Scouts. And it's a game where you are playing as Yandere-chan. You have a couple of days to confess to Senpai-kun, or before one of your rivals does, and you have unlimited ways of making sure that your rivals do not win Senpai's heart before you do. It's got a lot of gore elements to it, and a lot of people like playing it for fun, and I don't blame them. It's pretty entertaining. Another game would be Doki Doki Literature Club, except In that game, you don't really get to play as the yandere going around doing crazy stuff. It's more of a light novel based, type of game. You're reading dialogue, you're making decisions, and based off that, you go through a hell of a ride, because it's supposed to be like a dating sim, right? While researching examples of potential Western yandere examples, I came across 3 that I was like, The first 2 made me laugh. Was Ice King from Adventure Time and Mort from Madagascar. I mean, I can kind of see Mort. He's kind of crazy, and so is Ice King. But the third one is Billy Hagrove from Stranger Things, which I was like, wasn't he possessed majority of the time in Stranger Things? I gotta rewatch that. Moving on to real-life yandere cases. Yuka Takaoka is considered as a real-life yandere by many, as she rose to infamy by stabbing her boyfriend with a kitchen knife. Yuka found a picture of another woman in his phone, and instead of talking to him about it, she waited till he fell asleep, and then she proceeded to forcibly poke him with this really sharp object till he game ended. Yeah. When police arrived on the scene, they found Yuka just sitting on the floor covered in blood. There's even a photo of her just sitting on the floor, smoking a cigarette and talking on the phone. Just nuts, bro. It's nuts. And surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly enough, she has a fan base. She has a fan base, bro. What the heck? I even found some fan art of people recreating or redrawing her sitting on the floor covered in blood. Like, dude, what are y'all doing? When it comes to fictional characters, cosplaying them, playing games, just watching it for entertainment purposes because it's fun, it's fake, it's whatever. It's fine. I don't give a damn. But the moment you start idolizing those types of personalities and the crazies in real life, and you want to become a yandere in real life, that's where I have to draw the line, because bro, go get help. Well, thanks for watching this random video on yanderes. I look forward to reading your comments and seeing what your thoughts are on yanderes and exactly what you think of yanderes in the fictional world. Do you, think you would ever cosplay as a yandere? I mean, I think it would be fun to cosplay. Shit, fake blood and all that. But I wouldn't necessarily ever do anything crazy like stalking and killing. Thanks for watching, travelers. Meowtavern out.